Good evening, I'm your host Jay Clark and welcome to the Scary Nighttime Radio Show. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode, which is entitled Pits of Hell Part 15. Rebels Strike Back.
In the last episode, the Rakshasa started forcing the captives to solve riddles where a wrong answer would get them eaten alive, and a correct answer would result in their minds being completely reprogrammed. One by one, the people will be either killed or brainwashed unless some force steps in to save them. The group has now been whittled down to 6, and they contemplate the dilemma that they now find themselves in.
We're really under dire circumstances here, everyone.
I can't believe what has happened to our nation and to the rest of the world, Jonah. How on earth did the countries let this happen?
We were fighting them off pretty well for a while there, Frank. We were beating them in battles.
Yes, Jessica, then the Rakshasa bought off all the crooked, sleazy politicians. These leaders are all traitors.
Those bastards sold us out, Jonah.
That's right, Fu. And the news media capitulated to the enemy. Now they are nothing but a propaganda mouth for the Rakshasa.
Remember the night when we all first met? I told you all that the Rakshasa would eventually come up with a weapon so powerful that none of our weaponry could stop them?
And just what is the weapon, Rohani?
Fear, Jessica, fear.
You're absolutely right, Rohani. There are way more of us people on Earth than there are Rakshasa. If everyone rebelled against this enslavement, then we could overthrow the enemy and the corrupt government officials that support them.
That's true, Frank. The other day, a couple of Rakshasa guards pulled me away to figure out how to solve a computer error with our systems. While in their control center, I overheard them talking about how there are actually only a couple 100,000 Rakshasa and Nazis occupying the Earth.
And there are 8 billion people on this planet. Why don't the citizens out there simply rise up and overpower them?
Again, it's called fear, Kyle. The people out there listen to the news media and politicians and they do as they are told. Even if they disbelieve them, they are afraid to step out of line.
They are sacrificing their freedom for fear of being called an anti-government type and locked up in prison for speaking their minds.
Or being eaten alive by the demonic Rakshasa from the pits of hell.
If the people of the world would say no to their governments and exercise mass non-compliance, we could defeat the new Rakshasa order in a day.
If we can't rally the people in our countries to peacefully rise up and turn this around while we still have an opportunity to do so, then it will be too late.
We will have reached the point of no return.
We must reclaim the power of what it means to be human and take control of this planet from the parasites that are currently running it.
This whole situation has come about because of people's compliance to authority, this idea that we have to listen to them, this fear people have of stepping into their own personal power.
Absolutely, Jonah. The politicians who went along with the Rakshasa are traitors and criminals. Instead of listening to them, we need to lock them all away in prison.
But first we have to figure out a way to escape from this bondage.
The Queen enters the room.
Are any of you ready to give us the information we need about the whereabouts of the rebels?
How many times do we have to tell you that we don't have that information? You evil, disgusting, crazed demon.
Well, if you're going to take that tone with me, Rohani, it's now your turn with the death riddles. Let's see how you fare.
The Queen leads Rohani into the interrogation room.
All right, you mouthy little peasant. I'll give you the same fair chance that I gave the other two. Choose a topic that you're familiar with, and I'll ask you to solve a riddle on that very subject.
Well, I'm an actress at heart. That's what I love, so I'll choose the stage.
Okay, here goes. The actor came out on stage and proclaimed, I lie behind stars and under hills, and any empty holes I fill. I come early and follow after, end life and I kill laughter. I can't be touched and I can't be felt. I can't be seen, heard or smelt. Who am I? Well.
I am the air.
No, I am darkness. You lose, Rohani. Your big mouth can't save you now. I'm going to enjoy eating you myself. Guards, seize her. Take her into the kitchen.
Let me go, you filthy beasts.
The guards take Rohani into the kitchen and bind her.
Well, what do we have here? The little princess looks to be all tied up. You seem to be the sweetheart of the group, so I'm going to start by cutting at your heart and devouring it.
The Queen raises the knife. Just then, armed forces come crashing through the wall. It's Sergeant Cintron, Sly, and Corporal Hida. In a hail of gunfire, the rebels take out several Rakshasa guards, including Lieutenant Prasad. A Rakshasian soldier rolls a grenade out towards the rebels. It explodes, sending Sly out through a wall.
Sly, no!
The rebels appear to have Lieutenant Belram and another guard pinned down behind some furnishings.
I can't believe we let ourselves get entrapped like this. Where the hell were the security forces on the outside perimeter?
I don't know. This has been an epic failure by our security specialists.
I'm almost out of ammo.
I'm almost out as well. What are we going to do?
TTV.
Excuse me.
TTV, thought transfer visualization. We've got to focus in on their eyes.
Yes, of course. Let us make eye contact. What type of scene shall we put them in?
How about a day at the beach?
I'm on it. Just need to focus on them.
The two catch a glimpse of the soldiers. The men see them.
Over there!
It's too late for the Rakshasa have just implemented the thought transfer visualization process on them. They now find themselves on a beach.
What is going on, sir? How did we get on this beach?
It must be some kind of visual delusion that the enemy is putting us through. Rohani had said the Rakshasa are masters at creating illusions and using trickery to fool our minds.
The others in the group don't see the illusion, but they understand the two soldiers are caught up in the visual deception.
Hey you guys, it's a trap!
Is that you, Frank? We can't see anything but water, beach and sand.
They're right in front of you.
Just open fire on them. They're right in front of you.
It's too late as the soldiers have been shot dead.
Poor Sergeant Cintron and Corporal Hida.
They died trying to save us.
And Lieutenant Walker as well.
Damn these Rakshasa, we need to send them all back to the pits of hell.
Lieutenant Belram walks up to Jonah and punches him.
Shut up, you filthy human! You could have avoided all of this had you just told us where these rebels were hiding out.
Queen Nikita, you can come out of your safe room. The area is now secure.
Thank you, Captain. Who is the head of security for the outside perimeter?
Queen Nikita, I am the head of security.
Not anymore!
Captain Patel, you are now the head of security.
Yes, my queen. I won't fail you.
It's a pity Lieutenant Prasad didn't make it.
He was one of my most loyal servants. Now he is back in the pits of hell.
Such was the deal we made with the devil. He would release us from the fiery pits of the underworld so that we might wreak havoc on Earth. But if we let ourselves die here, our souls would return to hell.
Yes, but if we fulfill our mission and turn billions of earthly souls over to Satan, we will have everlasting life. Such was his promise to us.
Will you be having your dinner now, Queen Nikita?
No, my humble servant. I lost my appetite after everything that has just happened.
What shall we do with her then? Feed her to the tigers?
No, for now put her in the holding cell we constructed.
The guards lock Rohani away behind bars.
If I get hungry later, I'll have her for a midnight snack.